This is another video from your friendly neighborhood reviewer, Evelyn. So this video we're going to reviewing the first half of the series of Inspector Koo. It's another Korean series. You can find this on Netflix. It just came out. The series stars Lee Young-ae as the main protagonist of Kyung-yi, aka Inspector Koo. The series premises of an insurance company which Koo is a part of, but we get the sense that she's a renegade person. We find out that she previously was a police officer, but something happened in her past to make her go recluse, to go into hiding. Because we first meet her when her other subordinate, Jae, played by Kwak Soo-young, like she's in the insurance company, and she uses Koo as the help of the thinking sort. The best way I can compare Inspector Koo as a mixture between Sherlock Holmes, Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon, and Doctor Who rolled onto three. Find it so clever. Like, I've never seen the first time ever woman being like a slob on TV. So as the episode progresses, we have the subordinate of Nae. There's something going on and she needs Koo to investigate the death of this guy in this town. So they go and grab her. The way that Yeji goes and explains to Koo that I'll help replace your computer, because we meet her obsessively playing online computer games as a form of seclusion and stuff. So they go and Yeji goes and, barge Koo that will buy you a new computer and everything, but help us, solve out the case for the insurance company. So at first, Yeji was gonna get Koo to work with her other subordinate, but she goes like, no, I'm gonna find somebody else. So she quickly types on the computer, like, who needs a part-time job? And then we get the mysterious introduction of this mute boy. The mute boy, who they name as Santa. The actor's name is Baek Sung-chul. That he goes and be like Koo's assistant, Komo's almost not like a manservant, but kind of like takes care of Koo, because Koo is very absent-minded. She's there in the case, she's suspicious of everything, and we don't know why. So as they go into the town, they found out that the whole town was a part of, they were working for a factory where they found out something, and mysteriously all members of this factory, they kind of had suspicious deaths, like from suicide, accident, so on. So as they investigate the case, they find out that this guy who apparently died, where the wife was going to claim the insurance for their sick child, he didn't die. He went and faked his death. So they find that out, and they find out the reason, and then the guy actually dies the second time for real, because Koo goes and chases the husband into this derelict, underground place where an accident happens, and then all these rocks fall, and then after that he's dead for real. But when the rocks fall, Koo goes and turns and sees a mysterious girl right at the top of the hill. So just to cut here, so there was a beginning of episode 1, there's some kind of flashbacks to high school where these two girls. I got mistaken because I thought the two girls in the flashback were Koo and her subordinate as teenagers. But then again, when the subordinate Yeji I wouldn't say subordinate, Yeji goes and tells Koo Sonbae, which we know is kind of higher rank within the Korean vocabulary there when you're working in the workplace. But it's actually these other two girls that we later find out that the main girl, the evil girl, is known as K, or Song Yi-kyun, played by Kim Hyo-jun, that she is the main antagonist. And when both of these girls cross eyes, you realize that they both met in the past where Koo's husband was a teacher working in this I think it's a girls and boys school, but working there. And then we get the series kind of shifts, and then we get very reminiscent of Killing Eve vibes into it, where the main girl is a sociopath. She takes pleasure in tormenting people, and apparently she only goes after guys that have committed crimes and stuff, and she does it for her own kind of pleasure. And then that's the premise of episode 1. We get that set up, and now we move on to the next couple of episodes. We find out that Koo's backstory, one of the reasons why she became so mentally unhinged, that her husband was working in the school and he got accused of something. We don't know what it was. He got accused of something, and Koo personally went and, you know, got into the school, and we got some flashbacks of her going to interrogate her husband, and her husband not really saying anything. The husband, I'll go put maybe another picture here. I think he was in Vincenzo as well, playing the guy that kind of helped Vincenzo. You might recognize him. Let's see if I can find the guy's name. Sean, can't remember for the life of me. I hate when I forget these things. And then after that, they don't disclose yet what his crime is. But after that, apparently, Koo's husband went and killed himself. So she didn't know, she couldn't find out the real truth, whether her husband really did commit this mysterious crime. And then we find out that this trench coat that Koo likes to wear, this long black one, was actually Yeji's. So Yeji and Koo were both in the police academy together. Koo apparently probably had a higher rank, and Yeji was in more of a lower rank, so therefore they had that relationship of Koo being a mentor at that time, and we learned that Yeji at that time respected Koo deeply. And then when the series progresses, we find out that this mysterious girl, Song-yi-kyun, was the student in that school where Koo's husband was working, and we could kind of see her sadistic behavior within the series. As the series progresses, we get these other players within the series. This boss lady woman, that there's very iconic scenes where Yeji is there like talking with this other boss woman in a sauna and stuff. So we got like all the main people in this series are all female-led, female-driven, which is great. And we don't get that sense, so that's the part where we are with the series, where they're kind of uncovering Song Yuki, or also known as K, that she has this thing of, this big operation where she gets the vulnerable people that need favors. So she helps kill the people that come to her ask for help, but in exchange, when K or Song Yi-kyun asks them for a favor, and they have to comply because she went and help killed whatever people that they wanted her to kill for her. And then Koo realizes that Song Yuki is like the psycho, so they try to uncover and find this killer K, because the insurance team where Haji and this other guy, Kyo-sung, I think it was, works there, that they was almost going to get fired because the original case that they were meant to work out as a suicide, but it ended up that way, and the team was about to be disbanded. And the only reason that they weren't disbanded because this boss lady, when insert a picture, wanted to find the serial killer K for some mysterious reason which we don't know. And then as they investigate Kay, they're trying to see her motivations and stuff. And it gets up to the point in the series where they do chase her, that she's on the run, that they find out who she is, but they fail to catch her because, Kay, we can see, killing Eve, Kay is that level of villanelle type kind of thinking. So the part of the series where he left off was they kind of like pushed Kay out to the side, and then we find Kay has another person working with her that was also working within that school. So yes, the school where Koo's husband and Kay and the boy was all in a co-ed school. And also when they find Kay's place, they find out that Kay is killing people inspired by plays by Shakespeare, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Greek mythology. So she uses these works of theater as inspiration for killing the people she deems to be, worthy of killing. So they smoke Kay out, but she's on the run. And inadvertently, Kay ends up accidentally killing her auntie, because in the series, her only close person that Kay is attached to is with her auntie. Her auntie, who seems a bit kind of deep down knows in her soul that there's something wrong with her niece, because we find out that Song Yu-kyung, her name, the main person, her parents died in mysterious circumstances, and she was left in the care of her auntie. But Kay's auntie ends up dying inadvertently when the team goes and gets her in the place, and then she ends up dying in Kay's own traps. That's where the part I'm left on the series. I'm really sorry if I'm rambling too much. Today's Christmas, we're gonna go to a Christmas party. But the other bits in the series which I was about to forget, Yeji, Koo's the person that's helped Koo a lot. You kind of see that maybe she's a bit ambitious, she wants to get higher in terms of rank, and that she might end up double crossing the team. That's my feeling. And the other half of the series, we have yet to find out of what was the crime that Koo's husband was guilty of, and you know, was he really guilty? Like, did people, you know, shut him up, or did the girl K really kill the husband? We have yet to find out that. Okay, YouTubers, this is so far the first half of the series. And I just finished recently watching Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. I can tell you, good movie. I think it suffered from the coronavirus in terms of special effects, but great plot how they weaved in the game of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 together. Well, anyway, thanks for watching this video, YouTubers. Give a like, share, and subscribe, and Merry Christmas.